Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. In this video I'll be breaking down if we'll get a console mod drop this week in Baldur's Gate 3 because I've been asked many times last week and over the weekend, and I just figured I may as well do a video after doing a bit of research on this. As you know, patch 8 stress test went out last week after their last Monday, about a week ago. They had issues with it getting pushed out to PlayStation 5 users, which I think made them release patch 8 a little bit early. As the stress test is now ongoing, that is a big focus for Larian Studios. In particular, from what I've seen, it looks like they're looking to test out the crossplay features the most. So it seems most people that got the invite for the stress test have been from PlayStation and Xbox, although there are a number of people on PC as well that got into it. Unfortunately, myself not included in that group. But for the most part, they are working on the updates for patch 8 to make sure that everything goes smoothly there, as patch 8 will likely be coming, I'm thinking, sometime in the spring. It's another question I've been asked often. But we also got some information from the Larian servers, the Larian Studios Discord. So people have been asking, do you think this will stop Larian from updating console mods due to the stress test? And it's said by one of the moderators, the mods are on the back burner at the moment because of the stress test. So that obviously is not ideal. I know some people are really looking forward to more console mods. There are 307 console mods currently, with some of the, actually most of the best ones on PC are also on console. I know there's a lot of mods that some people want to see, like specific ones like Naruto and Jujutsu Kaisen I've been asked about a lot. And unfortunately, due to those having branding in them, I don't see them coming to console because they have to get tested and approved by Larian. We did see a Priest mod that is loosely based on World of Warcraft, but it does come with all unique assets. So yeah, it's hard to say, but I do not think that we will likely get a console mod drop this week. I could be wrong though. They could drop something, and they don't really have any rhyme or reason to when console mods come out. It's somewhere between Monday to Friday, typically around like noon time, Eastern time. So somewhere around then is typically when we get console mods, although we have gotten them a little bit later in the day. But typically it's Wednesdays and Fridays are most likely to get a console mod drop, although we've gotten drops every single weekday. So yeah, I don't personally think we'll see console mods come out this week. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I know last time that I've given news on something like this, it was a lot of people were upset, but I just wanted to provide any updates because I've been getting a lot of questions. So I'm sure there's a lot of other people wondering too. But since patch 8 stress test is out being worked on right now, they want to make sure that there's no issues between crossplay, because that's really a big focus, is making sure that that's as smooth as possible. There are also a lot of mod issues in patch 8, unfortunately. Imp UI actually has been giving a lot of issues to people that are playing on patch 8, and Imp UI is actually a prerequisite for a lot of other mods. So I think that they're kind of got their hands full with sorting out patch 8 modding issues, and I think for that reason we likely won't see any more console mods dropping, at least this week. Maybe we'll get another update on what's going to happen there, but they have issues with patch 8 and mods, unfortunately. So I didn't think that there would be any issues with mods going from patch 7 to patch 8, just due to, you know, the fact that they've anticipated this next patch to come out. So I don't think they would release mods before another patch would release and have issues between those two. But it looks like the Imp UI mod, actually the mod creator isn't able to work on it. So I think that that's causing even further issues. So super unfortunate. But I also wanted to talk about some mods that I think I would like to see come to console. Some of these are likely, I feel, some of them not, maybe, but who knows. I've done videos previously talking about mods that will likely come to console, and I've been right on those. So I just want to show off some mods like this Nightmare difficulty mod, which, yes, we got Tactician Enhanced. We got also Extra Encounters mods. So there's already some other difficulty mods, but this mod by the Real Zier here. So take your Baldur's Gate 3 experience to the next level with the Nightmare difficulty. This is an artificial difficulty, but what it does differently from some of the other difficulty mods, so it enhances the enemy's AI. Enemies now think tactically, prioritizing high value targets, coordinating attacks, and adapting to your strategies. Smarter archetypes. So melee fighters, aggressive and relentless. Melee enemies strike a perfect balance between calculated risk and brute force. If you know, in the base game, sometimes melee fighters will take the dumbest positions possible if you got crowd control laid out in certain areas of the map. So that's really nice. Range units, tactical sharpshooters who focus on high value targets and prioritize high ground to avoid close quarters combat. And spellcasters, masters of debuffs and crowd control. Mages now manipulate the battlefield to their advantage while keeping out of harm's way. So no more seeing them cast Blight 100 times. Yeah, that's nice to see some updates to the AI. And also there's custom archetype behavior, so you can change this to keep it in line with personalities, improve target selection, dynamic positioning, and balanced aggression. So this is really nice. I like any type of difficulty mods, especially because a lot of people are playing now with the level 20 mod with a bunch of overpowered gear. So anything to buff up the difficulty, it almost seems like a new game plus. So yeah, difficulty, nightmare difficulty, that's a cool one. We also got Skirby. Skirby's made so many fantastic mods. Skirby's Vintage Firearm Pack, the newest and latest. Well, I guess they have some other newest ones, but this offers a bunch of new guns, and they look awesome. Some of them fit with the theming of Baldur's Gate. Some of them also feel a little bit too futuristic, I guess, for playing in Baldur's Gate 3. But for the most part, I think that this is an awesome mod, especially if you're looking to play as an artificer. Now, Skirby's also made a lot of other mods. Some of them made to console previously, like the Viper Carbine and the Plasma Weapons, which I didn't know if this would make its way to console, but it did. They also have some other gunslinger type mods, so there's a lot of different weapon mods, and I'm hoping to see some of these come to console. Most notably, they just released the cowboy outfit, reminded me of Tifa's cowboy outfit from Final Fantasy VII. Big fan of that game, and love this outfit and everything that Skirby does. So love to see some more gun mods come to console. Also, all players in dialogue, made by Chuck_X. So this one's cool. It just basically brings in all the characters to dialogue. So whenever you're talking, it won't just be you and the person you're talking to. You'll be able to see all people at all times. So this is just a nice little quality of life. Yes, there's some points where you're going to see everybody talking, but this further enhances it so that you do get to see everyone at all times in dialogue. So yeah, this is great. So visual presence, restored your character to add to the background scenes, filling available slots so everyone stays part of the action. Origin players will now react in dialogues if they have corresponding lines, and it can be safely uninstalled. So I'd love to see more mods like this make their way to console, just little things that add to the subsequent playthroughs that you may be having. Also, we got ourselves some cool ones like Transmogrification Light. I previously covered this in a video. I love this mod. It's so cool to see this being recreated through the in-game mod manager toolkit. And it works very well, actually. At first, I was having issues with it, but I was just being dumb. It works well. So you can make it so that any outfit will take the stats of a certain item, or you can also make it so that you're not wearing something and it'll take the stats. So if you wanted to have no hand gloves, but you wanted like the gloves of the Blizzard Skies, you can now take it so the appearance is gone. You have no appearance to the gloves, but you have all the stats from the weapons and armor. So yeah, Transmogrification, I'm certain we'll see more updates. This mod was just updated 6 days ago. So likely we'll see some more there. Also, more mods from Graphic Fade. So the Rage and Resilience Barbarian equipment. I'd love to see more mods like this come, because we already got something like the Beast and Bow, Waves and Wand. But getting something like the Rage and Resilience or some of the other mods would be nice for those that like to play and get new gear scattered throughout the game. If you haven't used Fade's distribution mod, basically this mod by Graphic Fade makes it so that a bunch of their items will appear at different points in the game. And it's very well done. So love to see some more of that. Also, I get asked about this all the time. I'm just going to show you guys this mod. This is a cool one. So this weapon on my back, the Dragon Slayer from Berserk. So Guts Greatsword. If you played Elden Ring, you might know this is just the Greatsword. And does 2d8 slashing. Big hunk of iron on your back. It looks awesome. This mod was released quite a while ago, September 16th. I would love to see this come to console, or maybe another version of it. There is 2 versions in the mod manager, so I want to see this. I know a lot of others do too. I get comments on it all the time. I also would love to see the War Dancer class. This mod made by Eclipse with a 5 in there. This mod is really fun. It has 3 different subclasses. It's got the Dawnflower, Blade Dancer, and Weavstress. So it's cool. It's very different from some other ones. Like you can place down turrets, jump around. There's a balanced summon class of the Weavstress, the offensive multi-hit, and full support Dawnflower. This is a cool mod. I enjoy it quite a bit. And in the same realm, the Gloomweaver class. This adds 3 new subclasses as well. Mod made by Highly Curious. So you got like the Raven Queen's Chosen. I previously did a build guide on that. The Shadow Dancer and the Soulmonger. And it's cool. It's got its own unique spells that it can cast. It's got its own resource to cast these spells too. So it's a fun one. I personally enjoy this quite a bit. Another mod I would love to see is Treasure Goblins. You guys know, or I guess you might not know, if you've played previous games, there's things called Treasure Goblins. You chase them down, they have really good loot. So this adds them to Baldur's Gate 3. The goblins are running around, you just got to get into a fight, and then they drop a bunch of goodies. So again, this is for people on their subsequent playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 that just want something a little bit new to add in. I think this mod's personally pretty awesome. And and I guess I'd love to see the werewolf origin. However, there is an issue right now, and I got a bit of a theory. So Lord President, the creator, they've done a fantastic job with this mod, and they've also, you may also know them for the vampire origin mod. It's 500,000 downloads. It's very highly downloaded. The werewolf origin is causing issues on console because when you go to the magic mirror, well, transformed into the werewolf form. So this form here, it causes a crash of the magic mirror. I have a good feeling this is closely related to the issue with race mods, and the reason that we haven't got any race mods on console yet. So yeah, I do feel like this is actually connected, and hopefully once the race mod issue gets corrected, maybe this will get corrected. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, that's just some mods that I would love to see come to console. Treasure goblins being a high priority, and also this awesome weapon mod. I would love to see that as well. So yeah, don't think we'll see any console mods today, unfortunately, or I guess this week, due to patch 8 taking priority. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to provide an update because I've been getting a lot of questions about this, and I just wanted to address this as after doing a bunch of research on it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in the next video.